Hey Taurus, how you doing? Welcome to my channel, Readings by Keisha. I am Keisha. And I have to say that by New York State law, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. And that this reading does not replace psychological, legal, or medical advice. Taurus, how y'all doing? I'm a fellow Taurian like you guys. And I asked the angels ahead of time, please try to keep my Taurus energy out of this. But they were like, that's not possible because other people are going to align themselves and radiate with what you've been through as well. So there's a little bit of me in this read. So let's start. The energies that I'm picking up, of course, is Taurus. So you guys came out. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sag, a lot of fire signs, and Scorpio. And so for Taurus, what I'm picking up, for some of you, right? Some of this information is going to resonate with you guys, and it might not. And sometimes you need to check your sun, moon, and rising signs and cross-reference my other videos. But for some of you, you were in some form of isolation where you felt like you were trapped in a cage or some type of situation where you feel trapped, right? And for some of you, this was done for your protection, okay? As the enemy had some wicked plans, some traps set for some of y'all. But you were hidden so that their plans wouldn't prosper. Weapons were formed, but it couldn't prosper. Some of you are recuperating from all the setbacks. And you are about to transition from recuperation into your rebirth. Here we have isolation, denial. This is Eight of Swords. And you got a lot of swords, which is air. So air signs is picking up in this read as well. Isolation, right? This is you in isolation. And then moving and transitioning to a space where things are going to start to improve for you. Knight of Pentacles. It's funny how you got King of Pentacles and you got Knight of Pentacles. So for some of you, it's going to be fast moving. For some of you, it's going to be slow movement, right? So it's like whatever, for some of you guys, you're going to pick up where you left off from last year. Go back to May, June of last year when some of you guys felt a change, a shift. And for some of you guys, October where it really hit the fence, right? And now the truth is going to be exposed. There's going to be some exposures here for some of you guys. And when I say exposure, it may not be flat out where the people who are doing this is going to tell you what was done. It's the people that was around them that might come forward and be like, hey, I need you to step away from this person or be careful of this person. Or you might start seeing people's energy change. Like this energy, for some of you guys, it allowed the universe to expose some people's egos, right? You got egos and you got higher self. And it allowed them to expose their egos so you can see the true nature of their ego. I'm not saying that these people are bad people, but let's keep it real. Some people are more in their ego than in their higher self. You feel me? More in their ego than in their higher self. And they will follow that ego till the day they die, to the T. And I'm not saying ego is bad. Ego helps us, right? For some of us, ego can be a protective response. But for some of us, ego is where they're showing like the dark side of someone's nature. And so for some of you guys, you got to see the dark side of some people's nature, right? And so here we are, the card of exposure and everything. Some of you guys are being watched. And then you got Queen of Cups. So it's like resources, help is going to start coming in for some of my Taurians, right? It's like partnerships and collaborations and everything. But at the same time, Taurus, you guys got a lot of wands, okay? And wands symbolize manifestations. Take it slow and easy with your manifestations. Remember, like, this is your rebirth, you're rebuilding. Start slow, start small, think big. Oh my God. That's an organization. Start small, think big. Maybe some of you guys are business owners and you need to connect or partner with the company. Start small, think big. Yeah, and so what's going to happen is for some of you guys, you are going to be rewarded and honored for your faithfulness to the Most High. The Most High allowed the weapons to form as you had demons posing as angelics to cause confusion. And some of these so-called angelics supported you as they were hidden opportunists, right? And so these so-called angelics are possibly Aries, Leo, Sag, and Scorpios around you. Or you could have in your chart Aries, Leo, Sag, or Scorpio within you. Judgment is being passed. Okay? Judgment is being passed. For some of you guys, there was negative energy, baneful magic, or people were trying to give you a hard time, possibly in the workplace. Possibly in your home life could have been flipped upside down, meaning you could have went from a happy home to like, pardon my French, what the fuck just happened? What's going on? Like you could have been in a relationship and all the relationships just flipped. Judgment is being called on whoever did what they did. You see this judgment card is in reverse. The karma the karma is being reversed and sent back to the senders. And I say that because I tell people energy is neither created nor destroyed. It comes from within, right? So when someone decides to send you the evil eye, a hex, or a curse, it's the anger, it's the jealousy, it's the envy, sometimes the narcissism and whatnot that fuels the energy from within someone, and then they send it out to the target. So if you were a target of that energy, you got to send it somewhere, or you got to bind it. And when you bind it, you got to send it somewhere. Otherwise, it's still hovering around you, right? And so you can do a return to sender and ask your spirit team and tell them it's justifiable. Mo it be, so it be, it's justifiable, and send it back to that person. You can always bind whatever spirit they sent to you. So you bind it in the name of Jesus or whatever your belief is. You bind it and you send it to a waterless desert to stay there and sit there until God commands it to move elsewhere. So you got two things. You could bind it or you could return to sender. And when you do a return to sender, God will look at it and say, yeah, it's justifiable. Because you want to know what? It shouldn't have been sent out in the first place. But they did it anyway. And some of y'all, I'm going to be honest, y'all need to not have empathy for people that's doing these things to y'all, because they didn't care about you. They didn't care about your husband or your wife. They didn't care about your kids. They didn't care if you was outside living on the street being homeless. They did not care. Do you understand me? They did not care. Why should you care? Why should you give that energy to those people when there's other people deserving of that energy? And when you do that, sometimes you mess with the karma that's supposed to hit them back. You're interfering. Know that also, like when people do you wrong and you disconnect, whether you do a cord cutting or you cut off from them and you let them back in, you are actually disrespecting yourself to be disrespected again. And then the universe, source, whatever you believe in, universe, source, like God, is trying to dish out the karma, but they're coming back around you and you're allowing them to come back around you. And so they can't dish out the karma. And so what happened is whatever God wants to give or gift to you, he can't give it and gift to you because you let them back in. Meaning you haven't learned the lesson. So when y'all cut cords or cut energies with people, leave it as it is. When someone shows you who they are, believe. That's who they are, Taurus. That's who they are. Your biggest enemies aren't your haters, the people that, see you online or see you in the workplace. Your haters are your supporters, the quiet ones. And you know what I mean, Taurus. Y'all know what I mean. It's the people that know the most about you that will harm you. And here you are, Taurus, Hierophant, Queen of Cups. She got the book with all the information, the knowledge and resources. She's keeping tabs, keeping track. You're moving forward. You're using your discernment. And here comes that petty mofo coming back in trying to take from you, Taurus. Someone's trying to make a re-entry into your life, Taurus. Someone is trying to make a re-entry into your life, Taurus. And they're making that re-entry to mess with your 10 of Cups energy. What the universe, source, whatever you're trying to manifest to come in. That reward I told you when I said the universe wants to reward you for honoring your faithfulness to the Most High. He can't release what he wants to give to you if you allow this person back in. Because while you're allowing this person back in, the universe is trying to dish out the karma back. But he can't give you your Dharma because you're around this person. They're tying up your energy back. They're trying to tie your energy back up, Taurus. So it's up to you to use discernment for what you're going to do next, Taurus. Like the ball is in your court, Taurus. What are you going to do next? Like these cards looking good. Looking real good for the month of March. Like it's gonna kick off, but what are you doing? What are you gonna do? What's gonna be your goal? What's gonna be your outcome? Are you gonna put you first? Because if you don't put you first, you are going to go back into this negative energy. You are going to go back into this negative energy, and universe is like, what are you doing? Did you really not just learn what I put you through, Taurus? Did you really not learn the lesson? And whatnot? Think about all what I've just taught you, Taurus. All what I've taught you. All what you've experienced. Some of y'all need to write things down. Like, go back and look over. Go back and revisit what you've been through in the last couple months. So y'all need to write stuff down. Write stuff down. Y'all need to rehash what y'all just went through. That's what I'm saying. Rehash what y'all just went through. Because the universe wants you in the Emperor energy. Doesn't matter if male, female, and whatnot. The universe wants you in that energy. And let me tell you guys, for some of you guys, that Aries, Leo, Sag, and Scorpio is a divine masculine. And what that means is it can be a man or a woman who is actually gay. She's in the closet. So it's given LGBTQ energy. But it's a divine masculine for some of y'all. And sometimes some women are, you know, in their divine masculine energy. Yeah, the universe is like, I'm trying to put you in this 9 of cups, 9 of coins, 10 of coins energy. I want you to move forward and release these people and let go. But sometimes, you know, for whatever reasons, they are not in the, it's not obvious, you know. Nothing against LGBTQ. I have relatives and friends and everything, but sometimes it's not obvious. And so that divine may have saw you, liked you, and was like, ooh, I want this person. But, you know, you're not interested and they're pissed that you rejected them. Okay? And for some of you guys, you're changing trade or occupation or looking to expand the trade or occupation that you're in. And because of all of this that you guys went through, you have trust issues. Like your trust issues. And I'm going to say, because I'm a fellow Taurus and I don't trust nobody. There's like maybe 1 or 2 people. But for the most part, I don't trust anybody. And that's also like earth signs. So that's like Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus struggle with trusting folks. And so here it is. The universe is going to send you a support, but you're like, I don't want it. I'm good. I'm fine. I got this. I don't want it. I don't want it. I can do it by myself. I can do it by myself for some of you guys. And, you know, that's okay. You know, that's your choice and everything. But just know that this was all a lesson and y'all need to go back and write down what you were taught. Write down everything what you were taught. You need to track what you guys were taught. You know, Earth is a playing field. Earth is a playing field. We all have a purpose. We all have a mission. You know, some mission is of the light. Some mission is of the dark. People decide, like, I'm going to be of the dark and whatnot. And so, you know, some of y'all energies were sacrificed and whatnot. And y'all don't even know it. Some of y'all. Like some of y'all may have been like really, really sick and doctors can't pinpoint it and whatnot. And it's because you guys were actually put on a altar to be sacrificed. And so like some of those health issues, y'all gonna start to see it just alleviate out of nowhere. Like you're gonna be like, pardon my French, what the F just happened? Thank universe, thank source when that happens. Thank your spirit team and whatnot. And, you know, ask yourself, Taurus, what were the lessons you learned from last year? For some of you guys, it started even in April. But last year, May, June, up to now, all the things that you experienced, what did you learn? What are you supposed to heighten? What are you supposed to tighten up on? Let me give the closing messages to my Taurians and wrap this up. Oh, I got a slew. Starkeeper, cosmic ancestors, see the light by staying grounded. So there's different ways, Taurus, for you to ground yourself. You can use journaling. You can use meditation. Sometimes out in nature. Sometimes for you, for some of you guys, I'm stuttering. For some of my Taurians, you guys need to go to the beach, go to the water, go to the park. Whatever makes you feel good, use it to ground yourself. If you're an artist, painting, artwork, something that will boost your energy, boost the light within you, you need to do that, Taurus. Activated earth power places, Lee lines, trust where you're led. Trust where you're led. I said that some of you guys are going to be given support to trust it, and y'all don't want to trust it. Y'all like, I don't want it. I could do it by myself. I don't want it. I could do it by myself. Trust where you're being led by the universe. The cosmic heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Ooh, how? Let me pull the book out for this. Make your life a moving prayer. Okay. That sounds deep. Hold on. Hold on. Let me find, where is it? Here it is. Okay. That this makes sense. Perhaps you feel a little bit off kilter lately, sensing that the potency of why you're doing things has gotten a little watered down or weak. Perhaps you've forgotten what made you start doing them in the first place. If so, this is your call to take a moment and reconnect with the truth at the very center of your heart, to get back to the essence of what you're about, to devote your life to what you care most about, to turn your gaze deep, 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 deep. It's a season of harvesting right now. Loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. So if you're struggling with any addictions, they want you to release those addictions going forward. And then the great severing. Mars energy, anger, conflict, soften into love. Okay, so Taurus, what they're saying is, whatever you guys have experienced over the last couple months, no matter how harsh and deep it is, the universe don't want you to be bitter about it. Because if you're bitter about it, right, that's negative energy that you are creating from within. And when you send that energy out, that's not what you want to bring back in. So the universe wants you to soften your heart. Soften your heart. So you need to find a balance of letting that karma come into your enemies. Step out the way. Step out of God's way. Step out of God's way. Step out of Source way. Do not let these people back in. They got to learn their lesson. You are actually interfering with their karma. Let me tell you something. I had a Reiki session last year in September. And 2 powerful women, and they said to me that sometimes by helping someone out who's not deserving of that help, you are interfering with a karma lesson that needs to be learned. And they said to me, Keisha, you ever see a homeless person on the street and they're begging you and you don't feel inclined to help, or you may feel inclined to help? She goes, you giving that person $3 may be interfering with the lesson that they're supposed to learn. And I thought that was really harsh. I'm like, so you're saying that I could pick up that person's karma by giving them $3 to help them to go get a meal? And they're like, yes. I said, so you're telling me not to help people, or you help people? And they're like, no, we're just putting that out there, that sometimes when you help people, you're interfering with their karma. And so now I understood it. I get it. Back away from your enemies. There's this whole thing where feed your enemies and love your enemies. You can do that from afar. but do not interfere in their lesson that the universe is trying to instill. By accepting them back in, you're interfering with the lesson. And then you're blocking your rewards. And me personally, that ain't worth it. They're not worth it. So, all right, Taurus, that was your reading for the month of March. There's beautiful things coming in for you guys. Focus on that. Focus on, getting out of the way of other people's karma so you could embrace your Dharma and moving forward, because overall this read is good. Again, you guys got King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Queen of Cups. Like, you guys got all these positive cards coming in, and they want you to look forward to the future, but get out of the way. They said get out of the way. All right, Taurus, thank you for coming to my channel. Please like, share, subscribe, or comment below. If it resonates, take it. If it don't, take what you need, leave the rest. And I will see you guys in April.